Hi, Akwaba. Welcome to another session on the Melanated Kitchen. I hope you've been trying your hands on some of our foods, and I hope you've been enjoying them as well. I got some mushrooms today, and since we are in the mushroom season, I thought we should do something, just have a snack or something with mushrooms. So let's just do a quick snack and see how it goes. Let's go to the kitchen. But before that, please like, subscribe, and share our program. We appreciate your thoughts and your support. Let's go to the kitchen. So, a friend was asking, why do I love using the red onions? That's what we easily find here in the market. It's cheaper, and it's also, the nutritional value is also high compared to the white ones. We also have the shallot onions, but I don't like cutting them. They are tiny and takes a long time, so these ones are my easy to go onions. These are the mushrooms we are using. We have oyster mushrooms, so we are using oyster mushrooms. Mushrooms are packed with antioxidants, good for heart health. They are good for, they prevent cancer, may prevent cancer, and also it's for anti-aging. Mushroom. So I've washed them nicely. They normally have sand. You would normally get sand caught up at the back, sand and dirt. So you have to wash them properly, which I have. I'm just trying to halve them up, and then we start. The other mushrooms we have is the champignon mushrooms. I suspect is a French word, so we adding that to our oyster mushrooms. So we finished the oyster mushrooms. Mushrooms have earthy flavors and they are quite nice. I like them. So these are the champignon mushrooms. They have a roundish heads, and I just cut them up a bit. You see, so you have to wash them up properly. This looks just like the fish gills. It looks just like the fish gills. So interesting, eh? But you wash everything nicely. You take all the sand and the dirt from it. You don't want to be biting into sand and dirt. They also boost the immune system, and you know that is very important, especially with all these so-called viruses and what have you. You need to boost your immune system. So eat lots of the good stuff, the antioxidant things that are high in antioxidants, things, fruits and vegetables that boost your immune system. So now we have our mushrooms. They are ready. So we are ready to start. We put in our oil, our olive oil, just a little, and we start with our onions. Olive oil does not do well in high heat, so you just make sure you don't leave it on high heat. Just medium heat is okay for olive oil. So our onions are just okay. We add, these are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I just chopped a little bit, and that's what we are having. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carbohydrates that you can get. They are high in fiber and also high in vitamins. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carbohydrates that you could have. These are prepared and better than the regular potatoes. Next goes regular mixed spice. This is a spice that we made ourselves. You can go back to our old videos, and I've taught how I made my mixed spice. It's a mixture of herbs and spices, and you should be here to smell it. It has a very nice aroma, and it flavors the food nicely. I put in my salt, but I'm not doing rock salt today because I want this rock salt needs some water and time to dissolve. So this, I'm using just the normal table salt. Then I add a little bit of black pepper. It doesn't take, sweet potatoes doesn't take too long to cook. It only needs a few minutes, and especially now that I've chopped them up in smaller portions, you don't need too much time to cook our sweet potatoes. So straight away I add the champignon mushrooms plus our oyster mushrooms. So you can tell that this is going to be very interesting. We are going to leave it on to cook for a few minutes, and then we come back to it. Whilst we are waiting for our mushrooms to cook, we are also doing our tomatoes. We just drop them in. Tomatoes are high in antioxidants, vitamin C. It's good. It boosts your immunity. It may also fight against heart diseases. So we have our tomatoes in there. I sprinkle a little bit of salt on my tomatoes, and I have my mixed herb, and I sprinkle a little bit of mixed herb also on the tomatoes. It gives it flavor, and the herbs also have their nutritional benefits. Always mix your food flavorful. You can tell that we didn't put any water in, but the juices from the oyster mushrooms and then the juices from the mushrooms comes out, and it cooks everything nice. So we leave it on for a few more minutes and we'll be fine. Our tomatoes are just turning them. This is just after 2 minutes on each side. You just cook it for 2 minutes on each side. You don't want it to be overcooked. Just warmed up a bit. That's all we want to do. Now, as you can see, I've turned the tomatoes. It's all stayed in for 2 minutes. So I've turned it, and it's going to stay for another 2 minutes, and that's it. Our mushrooms are also just about ready. Another 2 minutes and we are done with the mushrooms. The juices, you can see the juices from the tomatoes oozing out. I don't want to lose them all because that also makes the dish very nice. You don't want to lose all the juices. So now our mushrooms are ready. I have my rice cake. You can have it just as it is. You can have a bread, wholemeal bread, and this is my own vinaigrette which I mixed. So you can, if you feel it's a little bit dry, you just add a little bit. This is just lemon, olive oil, and herbs. So there we go, our mushroom, sweet potato and tomato mix. So now, as usual, the most important bit. Pastor B, you are invited. This is Suman. Kwame Boydi, you are invited. So I just want to put my tomatoes on and just pick it. The tomatoes makes it juicy with the onions and the mushrooms, and this is quite warm as well. This is quite nice. This is very nice, and it's something you should try. You could have it for a snack, you could have it in between meals, you could even have it for as a main meal, a light meal for dinner, or even for breakfast. English breakfast, you have your mushrooms, you have your tomatoes, you have everything here. So keep on trying your hands and keep on diving into new avenues by using different ingredients and making it all taste good. Remember, we are always going the healthy way, so always choose the healthier option. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll meet again next week on the Melanated Kitchen. Bye!